Team insider J.P. Finley joins us. All right, J.P., what's your biggest takeaway here from this?
Well, Leon, obviously the $10 million is the headline, but I think it's important to add that Dan Snyder is also stepping out of day-to-day operations. His wife, Tanya Snyder, will take over that role of day-to-day football operations. Remember, Tanya Snyder was just named co-CEO of the Washington football team earlier this week. Now she is tasked with day-to-day operations as CEO of the football team. I was on a phone call earlier with NFL attorneys, and they explained that Snyder stepping away is voluntary, but Tanya Snyder will remain in charge of operations at least until the league's fall meetings. One important note, however, everybody expected a report to be presented from Beth Wilkinson's investigation. Go back and look at some previous NFL investigations. They've resulted in lengthy 100-page plus documents that were then made available to the public. In this situation, there is no written report. Beth Wilkinson provided oral testimony of her investigation to Roger Goodell and NFL attorneys, and that is how they arrived at their conclusion with the $10 million fine and a series of recommendations on how to make the Washington football team a better workplace culture. The term very toxic was used to describe the last 20 years of Dan Snyder's ownership and stewardship of this team. There were allegations of bullying, sexual misconduct. The allegations are serious. It's unclear if we'll ever find out exactly what was included in that investigation.
And that's one thing that may make it tough for people to believe that there has been a real change there and something is going to come of this. But by doing it this way, the NFL seems to indicate that they think the team is heading in the right direction now with the hiring of Ron Rivera and Jason Wright and Julie Donaldson being moved up. But it doesn't really change what happened, right? How do you reconcile the past against the present and the future with this organization?
Leon, I think today's result leaves real questions of reconciliation from the past versus what the future is. I asked directly, is it a little unfair to put such a burden on a football coach to change a multi-billion-dollar organizational structure? And shouldn't there be more to it? An NFL spokesperson told me directly that the league has the utmost respect and believes that Ron Rivera is a man of utmost integrity. The league believes in Jason Wright's leadership. But that's all steps going forward. It doesn't change what happened in the past and the people that were brave enough to come forward and speak out about allegations and incidents that occurred. The NFL spokesperson clearly stated that they did not investigate specific incidents to find out if the allegations were true or not. I find that quite interesting in a move looking back versus going forward.
All right, well, we'll see what happens going forward. J.P. Finley, thanks for the insights. We'll talk to you soon.